Hey everyone, the flagship model of Amazon's smart speaker collection is still the Amazon Echo Studio 2026, but this most recent version feels more like a compromise-based refinement than a direct advance. Amazon still promotes it as a concert-like, room-filling audio experience, but the truth is a little more complex, especially considering its high asking price. This is not an impulsive purchase for £219, especially considering that the speaker itself has significantly decreased in size and power compared to earlier models. The Echo Studio now has a considerably more compact spherical design instead of the tall, intimidating, cylindrical shape of previous models. Unquestionably lovely, it is much simpler to covertly set on a desk, side table, or shelf. The Studio feels less expressive than it could be because it is restricted to black or graphite, as Amazon likes to refer to it, especially in contemporary homes where lighter or bolder tones may better complement the decor. It is a real improvement that the light ring has been moved to be more visible from the front. It makes it simpler to discern whether the speaker is listening or answering, and adds a subtle atmosphere in low light. Physical controls, which include volume buttons and a microphone mute button that illuminates when deactivated, have also advanced and are straightforward and easy to use. One of the most contentious modifications is that all connectivity is now wireless. Since the 3.5mm input has been removed, your only options are Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. This will be okay for the majority of users, but it will be restrictive for those who were previously dependent on connected audio sources. The Alexa app is easy to use, quick, and provides clear instructions, exactly what you would anticipate from Amazon. It simply takes a few minutes to unpack and start playing music, and voice cues guide you through the process with ease. Opinions will start to diverge during an audio performance. The 2026 Echo Studio replaces the bigger woofer seen in previous models with a smaller 3.75-inch woofer, combined with three 2.25-inch drivers due to its smaller size. But not every genre is a good fit for the tuning. Rock music, particularly metal or industrial music, often has a muddier sound with less instrument separation. Heavy bass can obscure vocals, and dense mixes can blend together. At this point, the Echo Studio seems more like a smart speaker than a solution for audiophiles. In terms of smart features, Dolby Atmos and Sony 360 Reality Audio are still supported, and the sensation of immersion in space is greatly enhanced when combined with a second Echo Studio. Alexa is still both an asset and a source of annoyance. Smart home control, music playback, and core voice commands all operate smoothly and consistently. However, promotional features like Alexa Plus are still exclusively available in the US, and there is no indication when they will be available elsewhere. The Amazon Echo Studio is ultimately a mixed bag. It is intriguing because of its smaller, more attractive shape and powerful volume output, but the sound quality has slightly declined for some genres of music due to the lower audio technology. Its value argument is further complicated by its high cost, lack of portability, and loss of wired input. There isn't much of a reason to upgrade if you already have an older Echo Studio. Alternatives like Sonos can be a better choice if your main goal is the finest sound quality rather than a voice assistant. The Echo Studio feels pricey for what it offers at full price, and buying it during one of Amazon's regular deals makes far more sense than buying it at launch price. Thanks for watching. What do you think about this speaker? Write your opinion in the comments. Have a nice day and God bless you.